So in this class, what I will do, we will copy multiple CSV files into the another blob store. Okay.
Okay.
And second,
Okay.
we'll copy. Yeah, same. If you can, like in second demo, we'll do the same activity, and parallelly we'll remove multiple files, multiple CSV files from source blob storage.
So I'm asking one question.
Yeah, thank you.
We did this. We will work on this. But it possible if we take the backup into a blob and retrieve from blob, it's possible.
Yes, we can take a,
Yes.
yes, this is a possible. But
So I think next activity we will do this because
yeah,
it's the requirement of DBA. We
yes.
send the yeah.
So okay, so it means like after this demo, third demo, what we'll plan, we'll take a backup in a blob storage, okay, and then
Okay.
we'll try to restore from, like first we'll remove your database, our database, and after that we'll recover from the blob storage. Okay.
Yes, yeah. That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
So that
Yes.
will, yeah, that will be good for you.
Yeah, yes, sure, sir.
Okay. So let's start first demo. So let me show you. We have a container. So this is our container source, and multiple CSV file is there. Okay. So what is a plan? Like we'll runtime will create a container. Okay, new container. Let's suppose output container will create. Okay, and
Okay.
then with help of Azure Factory, we'll copy like a source all source file into our target container. It means output container. Okay, you can see
Okay.
now this container is blank. Okay,
So
Yes,
we
sir.
so
want to upload all three files into that container.
yeah, first we'll create a container automatically
Okay.
with the help of Azure Data Factory, and then we'll copy all file into new container. Okay,
That container.
New
Okay.
container.
so are you
Okay.
getting my point?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Sure.
So let me
Yes,
create a
sir.
new pipeline, and pipeline copy. Let me provide a name. Copy CSV into another container. Okay, so this is a pipeline name. Let me collapse, and you can see if you expand here, you got a pipeline name. Copy CSV into another container. Okay, so let me collapse,
Okay.
and then we can proceed for start activities. Okay, so file detail. How you can get a file detail? So you can like a search here, get metadata
Metadata.
activity. Get metadata activity you will get here. Okay,
Okay.
and this activity, what they will do, whatever you like a folder container you will select, they will give you files details, child item details. Okay,
Okay.
so let me expand below this one, and I'm going to setting, and I'm creating a new link data set. So data set is of Azure Blob Storage. Okay, you have to select here.
Sure.
Are you getting this? And we have to copy CSV
Yeah,
file
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
here.
yeah.
Click on CSV file and provide your like a data set name. So I'm providing a source source DS dataset. Okay, and I'm going to select any blob storage. Okay, and here I have to
Sure, sir.
select source folder. Okay, select source and click OK, because you have to copy all the file, whatever file exists here. Okay, so click OK, and we have to go with a none and select OK.
What
So I got
what means
this.
of none?
So
What
let me
means
show
of
you.
none?
Yes. Yeah, you have to set file set. File set should be none. Okay,
Okay.
because we have to
Okay.
go like a container only. We are not going with a file. So basically we
Okay.
selected, you can see I selected only folder. I'm not selecting any file.
Okay.
So like let's take an example. I'm selecting a file here. So you can say file name is here. Okay, but I don't want. I don't want with an individual file. We have to process or whatever file exists in this container.
All the file.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let me click on pipeline. So what is the next expectation? You can try to debug and you can check cannot empty. Okay, it's not empty. You have to select which item you want to select here. So you have to fill a list. You have to click new and select child item. Okay, so basically what is expectation? We have to select whatever file inside your folder or container. You have to get this.
Yes. All the file.
And Amrinder, if you are not speaking, please mute yourself, because a lot of background sound we are getting. Okay, thanks. So basically what I did, I selected a child item. It means inside container, all file we have to read. So that's why we are selecting a
Yes.
child item.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So now you can debug once again, and you can check you got a file name details. So this file is this pipeline is running, and refresh, you'll get a successfully complete. Yeah, succeeded. So you can see if you can click on output, you got all the file child item holding a name and name holding a file name. Are you getting this? So what
Yes.
is the
All the
requirement
code.
here? All file name with a CS, we are getting a JSON file here. So what is our requirement?
Sure.
One by one, we have to go through with each file. So basically we have to follow loop. Okay. So what is the expectation?
Yes.
Now we have to search on, maybe you have already worked in SSIS for each loop container. So you have to search for each loop.
Okay.
So for each loop is there, just drag and drop. Okay. And you have to connect this one.
Okay.
And whatever value is there, you have to
Sure.
pass into in this like a control for each. So what you have to do, click on setting. Okay. In setting, we have to go one by one, sequential. And here you have to select sorry, what value you want to pass. All the get metadata child item, all the child item, whatever file is there, you have to pass into here. Okay. Next, for each loop is clear. Now what is operation? It means for loop, for each loop, it will move one by one. If you have a 3 file, so for each will scan 3 times. If you'll put a 4 file, that will run 4 times. Okay, on basis of availability of file count. So now you have to click edit configuration. Okay, click here, and here you will get copy data is there. So you have to just drag and drop copy. So basically this control is used for the moving a file, moving a data from source to target, inserting a data into the SQL. Only this control will help you, nothing else. Next, you have to select your source. Okay, so you have to create a new source here. Same, you have to select Azure Blob Storage. and you have to select a CSV file.
Okay.
And let me put it's a copy ds we are creating, copy ds. Okay, copy source ds we are going with and here you have to select your blob storage and browse only folder. Okay, not a specific any file, and click here, it's a none, and click here OK. So basically source is configured, but here is some glitch, you can say. So you have to open here, and while opening, what you have to do, you have to pass your file name. So passing a file name in a variable parameter, you have to create a parameter. So I'm creating a parameter called file name. So basically we'll pass a file name, whatever variable we have created. Here you have to select, and file name you have to select. So basically we are passing a file name here. Okay. Next, what is the expectation? Just close this one. Let me close. And once again, you have to just scroll up, copy data. And here you have to pass a value, because you passed a value into the copy data. Now we have to one by one, you have to pass. So add, and for basically you have to pass with a for which loop, and value name. You know what is the value name? Name in a file name.
Okay.
Okay. So if you can
Okay.
select,
Okay.
and if you want to like, so basically we match one item at a time. So source is done. Same thing we have to do for the target. But what is the expectation? You have to create here new content. Okay, so select Azure Blob Storage and click CSV, and here I'm putting a target TS because it's a target data set. Okay, and here you have to select Azure Blob Storage, and you have to create a new container. Okay, so don't select anything. You have to provide your path. Just I'm putting an output. Okay, and here
Yes, sir.
just click OK. Okay, blob is missing. So I think what we have to do, we have to select this. Let me select this. So blob storage we selected. Okay, let me go cancel back. Okay, let me back. CSV we are selecting. Let me cancel this one, discard this one. Once again, we have to click right, new data set, Azure Blob Storage, continue CSV,
Okay,
and click OK. And now you have to pass, it's a target DS. Simply I'm providing a new data set name. And here you have to select a blob storage. So we already selected. And here I'm providing a ADLS, some any like a path you can, container name you have to pass here, because if you want to create a new container, those name you have to pass here. So I'm putting a blob output. Okay.
So we create. We earlier we create that name.
No, we didn't. But like if you want to create, simply you have to put your file, like you can say you have to mention your container name.
Acha, okay.
Okay, on basis of that, like let's suppose you want to rename this one, so that should work. But let's see what is happening here. Okay, now what is your expectation? You have to click here, open, and same thing you have to do for target also. You have to click on parameter, add a
Okay.
parameter, because same name you have to pass, then file name. Okay, and container you have to go and dynamically yours to pass your file name. Okay, and then you have to come out and copy file, and then here you have to pass variable from the for each dot name. So basically we are passing one by one all the file name. Okay.
Okay.
So what we did, simply we are copying whatever file available in a container.
So earlier in SSIS, we create one variable and then we pass down some parameters. So we get rid of that type of activity. So we want to only simple way. Can we provide some function and then they use? I think.
Yes, correct. Basically, what happened in a real world, what is happening? We are getting a file in a storage, blob storage.
Hmm.
What we are doing, we are reading a file from the source and writing into the SQL server. After writing, we are moving in those files into the archive folder. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that
Hmm.
like in future, if you want to scan those files, then like you can analyze those files. So we are moving one location to another location. And if any file comes into the source, then automatically your Azure Data Factory will execute and pick up your file. So if
Okay.
any new file will come, because what we did, we are cleaning our what we are doing, we are creating a copy, multiple copy of the files. So in next video
Okay.
or next classes, what we'll do, we'll also clean a source file. Maybe you know some Lambda function
Okay.
in a AWS, what they're doing, like if any client will drop any file in a container, then automatically any whatever like Azure Data Factory will there, they will directly execute
Mhm.
it. It means if new
Okay.
file came, they will start triggering. Once again, second file come, automatic start triggering. But after completion, they will move those file into the target file or output file, so
Archive.
that at a time,
Okay.
you can say all the time source files should be blank. So if any file came, then they will start
Okay.
running, just like a Lambda function in AWS. So same thing we are planning to implement in a Azure Data Factory. So let
Okay, sir. Okay.
me open a project. What we did till now, we are copying a file, we are moving into the another part, output. First, we are creating a container, and in a container, we are copying all the file from the source and copying into the target, whatever like output file or archive file we are writing there. In next class, what I will do, we'll
Yes.
also delete from source files also, like whatever like a source file, like after completion of this project, you will get a 2 copy of your file CSV. One is a source, another is a output. But in a next class, we'll remove from the source. Okay. So let's publish.
Okay.
If any issue, that will not work. But if everything is right, then we'll start, we can proceed for the schedule or debug. Okay, so it means we did right. So now if you want to create a triggers, okay, you can also create a trigger here, like let's create a new trigger, just like a schedule in a job. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
copy schedule, let me put. So in this video we are also covering schedule also. Okay, copy schedule, and what is the time, what time you want to execute this one. So let's suppose it's a UTC time. Okay. So UTC time now. Let me check what is the time here. So on basis of that, it's a 11:11. So let me schedule for 11:30. Okay. It's 11:11 there. 11:13 we are scheduling. Just put here
Okay.
00. Okay. Every 15 minutes is there. So we are saying like every 1 minute they have to execute. Okay, publish. So you can say it's a schedule is there. On basis of that, they will execute. So let's wait for some second. Okay. Or if you want, we can also trigger manually. So you have to, what you have to do, you have to go and
Okay.
trigger now. Trigger now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
let
Yes.
me proceed. Okay. And you can proceed now. So you can see they will they'll trying to execute. View the run status. You can see here. Okay. Refresh. So this is executing your pipeline. If you can execute here, you can see, okay, one time it's executing because we have a 3 files. So copy activity will execute 3 times. Okay. It's one time it's executed. Let's refresh. Let's refresh once again. In progress, and I think it's completed. You can see now all steps has been completed successfully. You can see here. Are you able to see? Succeeded.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you can see here, get metadata, first get metadata executed, then for each executed, and for each executed 3 times, because we have a 3 file inside our container. And you can see
So
it.
yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
So we can say in our blob 3 file store.
Yeah, if you can refresh, you got an output file here. Okay, and the output you got 3 file is already copied. Okay,
Okay.
are you getting this?
So
So
that
basically,
storage.
yes, first what they did, they created a output container, and after that
Okay.
they pasted one by one all file into the new container. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so this is done. Give me some time so that we'll connect you, so we can proceed with a delete activity. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. After 10 minutes.
thanks. Yeah, after
Okay, sir.
10
Thank
minutes
you.
or after 5 minutes, on basis of your
Okay.
availability. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.